Hello everybody, sorry for the lateless again. It's just, I can't necessarily predict when I'm going to be free, but I'm now free and available, all ready to commentate this Lancashire derby, Preston, Burnley. And I'm pleased that football's back. Arguably we could have had it over the weekend. It would have probably have been a really, really great thing for current events that are going on right now, but we'll save our opinions for elsewhere. We're now going back to championship business. It never sleeps on us. This weekend felt very, very odd, but now we are resuming the championship season. What I'm actually just going to currently be doing, okay, why can't I access my comments on my videos? Okay, that's weird. I was just going to say I'm going to be multitasking. I'll preview this game, but I've not saved the predictions yet, so I'm just going to do that now since most of the games by now would have kicked off. Who's here? Charlie, welcome to the stream. Seb, welcome to the stream. Ryan Giles, welcome to the stream. What's a Grommet fan? All the OGs are here. Thank you guys for turning up to this stream. Right, I'm really behind. I really should have done this on the train when I got back home, but I don't know why I didn't think of doing it, but I'm doing it now. Right, hang on a minute. I'm just multitasking here. Can I fit that in? I can. I'm just well, not screenshotting, but just basically saving the predictions in. I have got a way to save all of them in, not all at once, but most at a time. I am really, I'm really not prepared. 4-0 Burnley. Wow. Well, that would be annihilation. Preston conceding 4 goals would be incredible. But you just never know in the Championship. With all the disruptions we've had this week, I think when you have those distractions, it's a lot more difficult to anticipate what's going to happen. Now, I definitely did predict on Ben's video, because he actually halted my comment today, I've just realised. Yep. So that's sorted. Just saving all of you guys' predictions now. Saved all of them here. As I'm doing that right now, let me know your thoughts of this current game. What do you think will happen? What do you think about both of these teams' seasons so far? And let me know if anyone is going to score. Who do you think is going to score first? I think those would be some good predictions there. They are relentless, but yeah, having said that, I would have expected a little bit. Colchester scored already. Come on the boys. We're ahead against Walsall. 2 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. All right. Well, we need this win, because Colchester right now, if results don't go our way, they can find themselves in the bottom 2 of League 2, which is not a nice place to be in at all. Right, as of now, I've saved everyone's predictions from the Championship. If you guys got any more predictions, I will be able to see them and I will be able to save them later on. Right, we will keep our eyes on the other Championship games as well. So I can now officially start previewing this game. Let's actually go through all the games that have actually kicked off first, and then we'll go on. Well, we actually got a goal already to talk about. Okay, so why is it not working? Oh, it is working. So I predicted 2-0 Middlesbrough, so I'm a little bit pissed that already my prediction for that game is wrong. But Cardiff have taken a very early lead against Middlesbrough. Callum O'Dowda with the goal in the 4th minute. Don't know who assisted it. Don't know what has happened. It doesn't look like a lot has happened, but Cardiff's first attack has resulted them in a goal. 1-0 Cardiff. So the other game that we've had, let's actually look at the lineups just to see what teams we've got. We've got Roberts, who's already conceded a goal already. We've got Clark, Fry, McNair, Jones, Crooks, Howson, Moet, Ryan Giles, Ronnie McGree, and Rodrigo Muniz. Very strong team. Cardiff got Allsop, Simpson, Kipre in G. Marlon Romeo's back. That's good news for them. Andy Rinamoto, Joe Rules, Ryan Winter, Callum O'Dowda's there. Mark Harris and Callum Robertson as a strike partnership. Okay, so Steve Morrison's trying out a couple of different things. But yeah, there's still no Jamilu Adams there. So yeah, he's still out. Huddersfield Wigan still 0-0. Only 2 minutes in. Let's talk through these teams. So we've got Nikos, Luke Mbete, that's his first appearance. So is Michael Heelick. Okay, that's a pretty changed back three from Huddersfield. I wonder maybe a change of back line might help them, stop the goals going in. Nakayama still there with Ruduni, Kasumu, Turton, Dwayne Holmes, Dan Ward, and Sorba Thomas. That's a really attacking front three. Wigan have got Jones, Tilt, Watmore, Nyambe, very strong back three actually, a decent back three in the Championship at least. McLean, Callum Lang with Max Power, Shinnie, Dilo Asgard with Will Keane and Josh McGuinness. Hull and Stoke, which I predicted a 1-1 draw I believe for them. You've got Matt Ingram, Jacob Greaves, Figueiredo, Alfie Jones, Louis Coyle, Jean-Michael Seri, Regan Slater, Callum Elder, Ozan Tufan, Tyler Smith and Oscar Estupinian, who is one of the newest transfers of my Gaffer team. With Stoke, you've got Bonham, Morgan Foss, Aidan Flynn, Ben Wilmot, Jacob Brown, Lewis Baker, Jordan Thompson, Will Smallbone, Josh Tyman, Dwight Gale, and Liam Delap. A very strong team on paper, but are they going to produce the results? We're going to have to wait and see. Now, with Swansea, Sheffield United predicting many goals in this game. Let's see the teams. You've got Bender, who kept a clean sheet in his first appearance this season. Ben Cabango, Carl Norton, Nathan Wood, Sorinona, Joe Allen, Matt Grimes, Ryan Manning, Jay Fulton, Oliver Cooper, and Joel Piero. Very good team. With Sheffield United, you've got Foderingham, Amadezovic, you've got John Egan, Chris Basham, Bulldog, Berger, Oliver Norwood, Tommy Doyle, Reece Norton-Davis, Ilman Ndiaye, and Oliver McBurney. There's no surprise to see how this team's at the top of the Championship. It is a quality player in every position. You can really see how good their squad is. And Blackburn and Watford, they've got with Kaminsky, Wharton, Ayana, Dominic Hyam, recent signing from Coventry, Hayden Carter, Lewis Travis, Tyler Morton, Harry Pickering. They've got a front three of Ben Brereton, Diaz, Ryan Hedges, and Tyree Stoner, with Ryan Hedges playing a more advanced role this year. He's done a decent job with that, actually. Watford have got Batman, Kafka, Sirialta, Cabaselli, Ngakia, Kayembe, Chowdhury, Kensema, Issouf Bio, João Pedro, and Ismail Assar. That's pretty much going to be the front three we're going to see from Watford now. And they've done a decent job, I've got to be honest, Watford coping without having Dennis in the squad now. And finally, Preston Burnley with 6 minutes till kickoff. Let's actually cover the teams before the teams go out, because we could see a very moving opening couple of minutes here. With Freddie Woodman, Greg Cunningham, Jordan Story, Liam Lindsay, Ben Whiteman, Rob Brady, Dan Johnson, Aston McCann, Brad Potts, Troy Parrott, and Emil Reese. Burnley have got Muric, Benson, Taylor, Hara Bennis, Connor Roberts, Josh Cullen, Jack Cook, Teller, Josh Brownhill, Vitino, and Jay Rodriguez. One thing to know about Preston is that Ryan Lowe got sent off against Birmingham, so he won't be present on the touchline. He's got a touchline ban. So that's pretty much everything that I needed to cover, actually. So we're back in the main screen of Preston and Burnley. Let's see what all you guys have to say. Grimsby are 1-0 up. Crawley are 1-0 up. Bradford 1-0 up. Thank you for a little video printer there, Charlie. It's very appreciative you predicted 2-1 Cardiff. Of course you predicted that, didn't you? Seen a lot of flags at the home crowd for Preston, actually. I tell you what, I think a lot of people like to bash the Preston home and away support, to be honest. It's not the biggest in the Championship. But I tell you what, when it's a really big game, they'll turn up in their numbers. Sutton are 1-0 up, apparently. Seb with brilliant messages. Like and subscribe and share the video. Yeah, guys, so if you can, please, if you've not done so, smash... I've got to sneeze. Sorry. Okay. Did I say Birmingham would score? Well, that's a mistake. I meant Bristol City. I make mistakes sometimes. Right. Right. You made me lost track now. So, guys, if you've not done so already, please do smash the like button. It does tremendously help the growth of this channel. I have kept my eyes on how we're doing. Well, no likes at the moment. Could we get to 15 before kickoff? That might be a bit ambitious, but it'll be a brilliant achievement if we can get there. So 15 likes before kickoff would be absolutely amazing. Oh, we've got a shirt of Graham Alexander, who was both a Preston and Burnley player. The players are walking out on the pitch. There's a picture of Queen Elizabeth on the announcement screens. I'm anticipating we're going to get a really moving national anthem. I believe, if I saw it right, I think Russell Watson is singing God Save the King. So guys, also is subs on 1452. If you guys have not smashed that subscribe button either, please do so as well. That also really helps the channel. I'm hoping that the audio is not too loud. I'm just making sure that it's at a decent level there. So we're getting a little tribute for Queen Elizabeth right now, as all Preston and Burnley players are walking on to the pitch. The Burnley players clapping their fans going in. There's a big parade. Well, I say a parade. They're going to stand in or around the centre circle a little bit. I'm waiting for tomorrow, heading for the New York Stadium. Oh, nice. Brilliant one. Could be 1-0 for Lincoln. They got an early penalty. Thank you for keeping me up to date. There's Vincent Kompany, who was very understanding about the postponements. 300 club I'm seeing for Preston there. Preston or Burnley fans, you're going to have to let me know the significance of that. Lincoln 1-0 up against Derby. Big scoreline at the moment. Ipswich got to play Derby quite soon. It's a live game on Sky Sports, actually. I'm thinking of going to that game, you know. So, Queen Elizabeth still on our screens right now. Great chance going through from both sets of fans at the moment. Right, referee's whistle is blowing. I'm anticipating we're going to... Okay, are we going to get a national anthem? I don't know if we will, to be honest. Okay, 3 minutes to kick off, to be fair. They've still got plenty of time to do it. It does look like that, that they're already like ready to start getting in position, really. Yeovil talking Charlton or League. Yeah, okay, so National League also playing as well. Burnley in good voice. Right. Okay, I think they're going to do like, yeah, I can see what they're going to do. Let's do actually a prediction, a poll very quickly whilst that is going to happen there. So, Jack Cork, the captain for Burnley in this game. Daniel Johnson being the captain for Preston. We will have a minute silence, guys, and we'll also have the national anthem as well. In the meantime, here's a poll for you guys. All fixtures are available in the red button. Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to keep my voice down because the minute silence is about to start. 96, man. Lived a good life. She really did. She will be missed. This is a first time moment for us. So, come on, Russell Watson. Here's Russell Watson. Yeah, I can see him. Minute silence. I mean, I probably won't be silent, otherwise it'll be a bit awkward for us, maybe. Yeah, okay, so Russell Watson will be seen after the minute silence. Minute silence starts now. Well, it's not entirely silent, but they're doing a good job with it. Minute silence, yeah. I won't be completely quiet, I'll just be mindful. This is honestly like really, really rare that this is happening. First time in pretty much all of our lifetimes. And it should be treated with great respect. She's one that did it all for us. Here's Russell Watson. And here's the football crowd singing it. Goosebumps. How many of you are... It's crazy that it's no longer Queen. Honestly. Gillingham equaliser. 1-1 in the League 2 there. Go on, Russell Watson. He's got some pipes, you know. Save the... Oh, he's going up high. I was going to sing, but he's doing his like opera notes. Wow, okay, that caught me off guard a bit. But due respect, and this is honestly what I was talking about. I know football crowds can be frowned upon, but they, on the most part, they are all respectful people. And honestly, such a beautiful moment that I think we really all missed out. That moment took me out of nowhere, Russell Watson. Showing me why he's in charge of the singing and not me. I was ready. I was in my element. I don't know about you, but I felt like a superstar singing until Russell Watson completely showed me up there. Thanks for that. Right. Long live God Save the King. I love it. Solihull Moors 1-0 up, says Solar Drive. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. 1-0 Lincoln. Yeah, he's a Lincoln fan. I only just remembered that. What championship game do I watch? Well, you can watch all of them, actually, because all of them are on the red button, actually. So I'm watching the live game, the late one, Preston, Burnley, Lancashire Derby. And all the other games are on the red button, which, you can watch of your own free will. There's Champions League games on as well. Excuse me. So you're spoiled for choice. We've got so much football to watch tonight. For what I see no other goals take place in the Championship. 5 other games so far, all 0-0 apart from Middlesbrough and Cardiff, which Cardiff have scored very early on, which was Callum O'Dowda in the 4th minute. Do you want me to choose one for you, Solo Drive? If I want you to pick a game. Is that Sue Smith? No, it's not Sue Smith commentating, surely. No, I think it is. I think... Which game do I think? I think, well, Matt's doing Blackburn-Watford. I'm doing Preston-Burnley. Maybe Swansea-Sheffield United, I think will be intriguing. You can tune into Soccer Special to see all the goals as they're going. Oh, yeah, that's true. That might even be a better thing to do, but... I've done it in the past, and if not, these streams have not performed very well. By the way, Colchester did indeed score very early on. 1-0 still to Colchester. Frank Newbold, 2nd minute, makes it 1-0. Some full times in the Champions League, by the way, which I've not talked about yet. Victoria Pilsen lose 2-0 to Inter Milan. Big result coming in... I forgot what the stadium's called. I had it. What's the stadium called? It's... it's the Lisbon, Sporting Lisbon beating Tottenham Hotspur by 2-0. Estadio Lisbona. Yep, I remembered it now. So, Sporting Lisbon get a 2-0 win against Spurs. But all the other games in the Champions League are now kicked off. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, huge game. Marseille, Frankfurt, Liverpool, Ajax. Can they respond from their 4-1 defeat against Napoli? FC Porto versus Club Brugge. And Bayer Leverkusen versus Atletico Madrid. Some really good games tonight. This is a Preston team who have only conceded 1 goal so far this season. So Burnley have got their work cut out, I'd say. Soda Drive's doing the Swansea game. This guy should give me a job. I'm that natural. Well, if it comes to typing the video printer... Oh, now that's an early challenge to do one of those. Very early in the game to do all of that. That's a yellow card already from Alistair McCann. Wow, okay. He's getting the spice in already. Should have put some extra hot sauce in that because that was spicy. Yeah, I think the touch that Vittino had took the ball away from McCann. Yeah, McCann gets nowhere near the ball. Takes out Vittino. It's a yellow card already 3 minutes in for Alistair McCann. He's got to be very careful now. And no Ryan Lowe on the touchline as well. So there's definitely going to have to be a lot of great organisation to get Preston still prepared for that. Could potentially have an early bath. Maybe go and substitute it off around 50th or 60th minute. Because Preston, what they need to have a chance to win here is to have all 11 men on the pitch. And that's the first card we've had of this so far. maybe, and very likely will not be the last. It is Sue Smith commentating. I can recognise that voice. I did see about that stop put equaliser. It bends at the game, it usually ends 0-0. Well, yeah, that's been the joke, hasn't it, with Ben's luck with Preston this year. Right, I think we've got another goal based on the chat. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get another tab for SofaScore, just so I can keep track of the other games constantly. Right, just kind of playing out from the back so far. We've got a second goal at the Riverside Stadium. It's 2-0 to Cardiff. Middlesbrough really struggling, honestly. After their brilliant win against Sunderland, they look like they're really struggling here. And look at this already. 2 assists for Callum Robinson. Turning out to be a really good signing for this Cardiff team. One thing I do slightly worry about Cardiff, though, is that the first couple of games, their new signings have performed out of their skin. But are they going to be consistent? You know, so far, you know, they've had great form, Cardiff, and then they've lost out, now in the bottom 3. But now with new fresh players in the team again, they're now looking like they're going to resume that form again, which is all well and good. But they do going to make sure that they have that for the rest of the season too. But great scoreline for Cardiff, but for Middlesbrough, despite being the second best XG in the league, they are, you know, really struggling and close to second bottom in the Championship. So things definitely need to be sorted out for Middlesbrough right now defensively. But it's 2-0 to Cardiff. I was very pleased with my team Chelmsford last night. We managed to sneak in a 1-0 last minute winner against Oxford City, which puts us 3rd place in the National League South. Here's Ryan Lowe, who's watching from the touchline. He has been sent off against Birmingham, which is why he cannot do that. Apparently it's his first touchline ban as a manager as well. Chesterfield leave with Jack Clark scoring. Chesterfield look like that they're dominating the National League right now. As it stands, it is looking like between them and Wrexham for promotion so far. Right, Greg Cunningham. You know, there's a couple of reactions going so far, which I'm liking. Yeah, it's not very strong, honestly. I think Benson tries to win a foul there, and Cunningham's not pleased with that. This is what I want. I want intensity. I want fire in a derby. We're not really seeing an explosion, but we're seeing a couple of sparks at the moment, and I'm hoping they continue. I think I said in my predictions the last time they met, actually, in terms of a competitive game, would have been back in 2016 when Burnley were last in the Championship. 0-0 says the Shigster there. Chrissy Wilder's red and white army, says Ryan Giles. Well, at least someone still has a Chris Wilder admirer there. It's 2-0 down still to Cardiff. Not looking great so far. Other goals going in League One. Exeter are 2-1 up against Shrewsbury. They're having a great start to the season. Fleetwood take a shot lead against Peterborough so far. Lincoln take a 1-0 lead against Derby, as you guys have mentioned already. Ipswich are at home tonight against Bristol Rovers. I would have gone to that game, but I've got to be honest, I didn't realise that we were playing at home until the day of the match. And honestly, I didn't want to cancel another stream because I want to talk to you guys. So, yeah, it had to be a decision. And honestly, I'll just have to go to the next game, which I believe... Is it Portsmouth or is it Derby? It's one of those games I believe we play next at home. Charlton also lead against Forest Green Rovers. I think, Charlie, you mentioned that as well. League 2, we have got... In fact, I might as well share my screen. Why am I not sharing my screen? So you guys can see. So those were the scorelines I was just talking about for League 1 there. 2-1 Exeter. Oh, Wickham just scored. That's a new one. 1-0 Wickham there. 1-0 Fleetwood there. 1-0 Lincoln. 1-0 Charlton. For League 2, you've got 1-1 between Quali and Stockport. Chance for Burnley. Oh, great bit of defending. Jay Rodriguez did have a bit of a good opening there. I think it was Jordan Story that made the brilliant block, who's had a huge improvement for this season. I was very critical of Jordan. Oh, but that's a poor mistake to lead to that, though. Was it? Yeah, it's Jordan Story who makes the incredible, I gotta say, incredible block. But awful mistake by Ben Whiteman to lead to that chance. So, yeah, a bit lucky for Ben Whiteman there. It's a corner to Burnley. Brownell taking it. Oh, goal! Just like that. We got a goal. Burnley have taken the lead. Just like that. It was literally so easy for them. It is Harwood Bellis who gets the first goal for Preston. Just a simple corner. Wins it above the Preston back line. Second goal that Preston conceded this season. I predicted 1-0 Burnley, I think, in this game. It's a brilliant corner by Brownhill. And, oh, no, it's not great. Who's supposed to be defending in there? Oh, it's... I was just praising the brilliant defensive prowess of Jordan Story. But he's the one that gets beaten in the air by Howard Bellis. It's a great goal. Woodman can't do anything about that. It rebounds off the underside of the post into the net to make sure it stays in the net. Great goal for Howard Bellis. And that's 1-0 to the Claret of Lancashire, of Burnley. His first goal for Burnley. And very likely not his last either. And just like that, we do have a goal to talk about. It's Preston 0, Burnley 1. Come on, catcher, please work. I was going to talk about all the rest of the games. So, Crawley, Stockport 1-1. Grimsby, Gillingham 1-1. 1-0 to Sutton, they're away to Swindon tonight. 1-0 to Bradford against Tranmere. And 1-0 to Colchester against Walsall, as I said. National Leagues there. You've got Chesterfield 1-0 up against Southend. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. Yeovil 1-0 up. 1-1 between Torquay and Solihull. Wrexham are 1-0 up against Dagenham and Redbridge. It really is looking like a two-horse race at the moment based on their forms. Have we got any more goals in the Championship? We have got a goal here. So, Stoke have taken the lead against Hull. Lewis Baker with the goal for Stoke, making it 1-0 to Stoke. This is a crucial 3 points if Stoke can keep this result up. It'll be their first win under Alex Neil. I predicted 1-1, and I think Hull are capable. Hull have only lost one home game this season, which was to the leaders Sheffield United. It was a 2-0 defeat, I believe. So Hull are really good at home, because they've actually won all their other home games so far this season. So we'll see if anything else comes up from that game in the Stadium MKM. We've got another goal to talk about, and it's really bad news if you are a Huddersfield fan. Wigan have taken the lead against Huddersfield. This result for me would definitely be taxi for Danny Schofield for me. I said it in my preview that being at home against a newly promoted team is a team at the start of is a game at the start of the season you'd expect to get 3 points with. Will Keane scoring from the penalty spot, 25th minute. I don't know about the penalty decision. Mbete gets a 5.8 and a yellow card. I'm wondering, he must have conceded a foul to get the penalty. So it looks like it's a terrible debut so far with Luke Mbete conceding the pen and Will Keane making no mistake. 1-0 to Wigan Athletic there. Still waiting for the first goal for Sheffield United and Swansea and Blackburn and Watford. We're starting to get a couple more goals in the Championship now. Ryan Giles says, I just want Martin Paera to come back to Middlesbrough so he can get us to win against Cardiff there. Martin Paera had flair, but he didn't really have the consistency, unfortunately, there. Here come Preston. This could be a chance. Oh, but just a poor touch by Parrott, and it's good defending by Vittino, actually. So, proving to be a great attacker and a defender there. But Preston win their first corner of the game. This is what Preston need to do more. Almost a goal for Swansea from the direct cross, apparently. Ipswich are 1-0 up, according to Charlie. They are indeed 1-0 up. That's a great... Well, I'll tell you why they're 1-0 up, because I'm not there watching the game. Connor Chaplin again with the goal. Sam Morsey with the assist. Ipswich have really got a great team for League One. Here comes Preston corners. And instead of it being a header and a goal, they head it clear. But it is another corner to Preston. Burnley looking a lot more organised defensively. And I think that will be the difference here. it surprises me because Preston have not conceded many goals. Like, this is only their second goal they've conceded so far this season. But defensively, they still do have a weakness there. They really got to be toe-to-toe with those teams around there in the top of the table. Goal line clearance by Sheffield United. Swansea sounding like that they are being denied some big opportunities there. Head out by, Pot, chance, off the line maybe? Handball. It's a goal. They've awarded a goal for Preston. I don't know if it did cross the line. I need to see that again. Wow, what a moment. This is from another corner, but Muric, he's got to have loads of questions because I remember him falling over. Wow, this is exactly what Preston needed. An actual goal for Preston. Do not scratch your eyes. An actual goal for Preston. Right, what happens here? Oh my God, Muric literally falls over. And yes, it is a goal. I think it is past the line. It's very tight, but I think it is past the line. I think it's Whiteman that gets the connection with the header. So Brad Potts wins the header. No, it's Story. So Story having a completely redemption arc. A perfect chapter to his story there. Oh my gosh, it's literally by this much. About an inch over the line. Just about. Jordan Story completes the chapter of this first half for Preston. He was at fault potentially for the first goal, but he's completely redeemed himself, getting the header for the equalising goal to make it 1-1. Bad goalkeeping by Muric there. He falls over and has no excuse to fall over at that moment. And it's just not commanding enough in those areas. But Preston will more than take that. 1-1. And hopefully it should open up this game a little bit more. It means I won't get my correct score prediction because I only predicted 1-0. But I'm more happy with this result, to be honest. I want this to be an open derby rather than a cagey derby. And right now it has looked a little bit open. We're seeing a real clash of styles. And I definitely think that this is going to be an intriguing matchup. And we have already seen 2 goals from 2 corners. So 2 very similar goals in their own right. And I'm intrigued to see how the rest of this game goes. I've not read comments for a while. How many of you have voted on the poll, by the way? 14 votes. Let's end the poll from here. We've not got many viewers today, so we don't need to. 75% of you, 64% of you have said a Burnley win. Right, let's actually read some comments. John Smith says a goal. Yes, I did read that. Ooh, I tell you what, Burnley, really pressing Preston here. Home side is rubbish in the Championship at the moment. Yeah, the home sides are not doing well at all. Hollywood, Welsh lads lead. Yeah, I talked about Wrexham scoring first. So he'll get another... Oh! A little bit of an excitement there. I thought Preston were going to create another chance. And Preston win the ball back very well. I tell you what, Preston have worked hard in this first half so far. 1-0 Club Brugge. It's disallowed. What disallowed? The Solihull goal, maybe. Club Brugge opened the Champions League scoring. It's still 1-1. Okay, yeah, so he's talking about the Solihull game. First goal for Preston at home. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, that is their first home goal this season. Because their other goal came in the away game against Luton Town. You're right. Salah scores for Liverpool. 1-0. I wouldn't say Salah's back, but Salah's back with a goal. That's all I'd say. He needs to show this form consistently for Salah to be back. You know, I'm thinking 2018 Salah is a little bit distant from our memories. But, you know, Salah is a good enough player to pick up this form again. Whoa, we got told that Bolton scored, apparently. I'm trying to see Bolton, who they're playing tonight. Unless I'm blind as a bat. Cambridge have taken the lead against Cheltenham. Wade Elliott really struggling as Cheltenham manager at the moment. Okay, it's against MK Dons. Oh, God, Milton Keynes Dons really struggling as well. Liam Manning and MK Dons really struggling and really having a playoff hangover this year, by the looks of things. They're 1-0 down. And any other goals in League 2, maybe? Hartlepool, 1-0 up against Crewe. That's a really, really big scoreline for Hartlepool. Alex Tyson is being given a great tribute there. Cross comes in. Headed away. Poor quality in the cross for Preston there. Still one back is Brad Potts on the right-hand side. Cross comes in. Brilliant inviting cross. Headed away by Taylor. And it's well booted away. Northampton score against Wimbledon. Are you going to do a watch along tomorrow, says Matisse? I don't know, but I'll see what I can do. That's all. I can't give you a straight answer. I've not thought about what game I'm going to do live. I think it's Reading and Sunderland that's live on Sky Sports. But I've already done a watch along for both Sunderland and Reading quite recently. So I want to see if I can do maybe a game on the red button that I can do. So I do want to, but I'm going to feel very tired because Wednesday is when I record my championship predictions now. So it's going to be a very long night. But I'm willing for the challenge. Rip Alex, fly high. Well, me as Alex is alive, but yeah, Alex Tyson was not. But yeah, great tribute for Alex there. Do Luton Coventry watch along? Isn't Matt going to do that though? I mean, it depends if you can travel to Luton. I guess Luton's not. Oh, could be a challenge there. No foul given there. Okay, referee's letting a little bit more go now. Oh my gosh, nearly the perfect counter attack for Preston. They still keep it alive. Okay, here's Emil Reese on the left hand side. Cross comes in, deflection, Muric catches. Oh, that's a shame. Preston looked really dangerous at one point. Bristol City versus Norwich is going to be good, says Matisse. I was thinking of doing that, but I've already done a watch off for Norwich. I've not done one for Bristol City yet, and I do want to see Bristol. Oh, no, I have done one for Bristol City. I did the seven-side derby, and I was actually really impressed with them, actually. So, I'll see. I'll see if there's two teams I've not done a watch-along for yet, and I'll do that. Woking and Southend both score right. Well, Southend scoring is big because that means Chesterfield are now dropping points, and Wrexham would want to see Chesterfield drop points because they're trying to catch up with them at the moment. Have I done Luton so far this season? No, I've not done Luton, but I have done Coventry. I did them in the opening day of the season against Sunderland. God, excuse me. Shrewsbury equalised against Exeter. Gosh, we're getting some score lines here now. Let's actually go back to capture and talk about them here. Preston on the attack. Emil Reece-Jacobson on the right, left-hand side, getting into the box. Loses out though. Jack Court picks up the pieces. No other goals in the Championship by the looks of things. Still 0-0 between Swansea, Sheffield United and Blackburn Watford. Wigan still 1-0 up without Wilking penalty. Stoke still 1-0 up with Lewis Baker with the goals. Cardiff still 2-0 up against Middlesbrough. Callum O'Dowda and Mark Harris with the 2 goals with 2 Callum Robinson assists. And Burnley Preston, Harwood Bennis, header from a corner. And Jordan Story, header from a corner also. League 1 looks like this with Charlton 1-0 up, Cambridge 1-0 up there, Ipswich 1-0 up, Lincoln 1-0 up, Bolton 1-0 up, Fleetwood 1-0 up, 2-2 between Shrewsbury and Exeter. That's the big game going on tonight, 4 goals already, and 1-0 between Wickham and Accrington. League 2, you've got Northampton 1-0 up, you've got Crawley 2-1 up against Stockport. Now that's a big result for Crawley if they can get a win here, because Crawley are really struggling this start of the season. Yeah, because actually, I mean, it'd be really good for them if Colchester don't win today. But Colchester are doing their bit and are beating Walsall right now. Grimsby 1-1 between them and Gillingham there. Harrogate 0-0 there. Hartlepool 1-0 up against Crewe. We got a 1-0 between Sutton and Swindon. 1-0 between Bradford and Tranmere. And Colchester still indeed 1-0 up. Altrincham and Scunthorpe still 0-0. Dorking scored to make it 1-0. I thought you meant Woking, but no, I should have guessed Dorking. Dorking, who are humiliated. Was it against Wrexham or Chesterfield? It was one of those teams. But winning to this game at least. And Barnet's a great team as well. They've done had a pretty decent start to the season, Barnet. Chesterfield and Southend is indeed 1-1 so far. 1-0 with Yeovil against Eastleigh there. 2-1 to Solihull against Torquay. Woking 2-0 up against Oldham. And Wrexham still 1-0 up against Dagenham and Redbridge. I think I talked about Swindon scoring. Bromley have just scored against York City. 1-0 to Bromley. Just caught that live. And I think we're caught up. Burton Portsmouth 0-0 is an interesting one. Chance. Ooh, we had a shot on goal there. Suddenly. It was a pretty comfortable save by Woodman in the end. Nothing that was too challenging for the keeper with only 2 goals conceded so far this season. He's had a brilliant start, Freddie Woodman. I mean, Preston have not... Well, they have faced a couple of shots, Preston, to be fair. And he has had some brilliant performances. But, okay, well, I'm completely blind because I've not noticed Blackburn have taken the lead against Watford. What a moment. So, Max got his first goal in his stream. Ryan Hedges, in his new position this season, scores with Tyler Stolen assisting to make it 1-0 Blackburn. Now then, that is intriguing because Watford have only lost one game so far this season. They've not lost a single away game so far this season. In fact, they've drawn all their away games so far this season, Watford here. So far it's going currently against the normal script of what happens in their away games there. But Blackburn with not an early goal, but Blackburn do score first. And it's a great moment for them that they do score first there. Leighton and Barrow goal. I must have completely missed that. Yeah, I did see Blackburn scoring there. Just getting a drink of water very quickly because your voice does start to dry when you talk. Most times, Watford lose to Blackburn 1-0. Probably should have done a bit more research then if that was the case. Here's Jack Cork. Benson. Here's Connor Roberts. I've not seen a lot of his game so far. Jay Rodriguez. Bromley beating York. Yeah, I did talk about that already, Charlie. Here's Benson in the right-hand side. It's got Cunningham to beat and Daniel Johnson. Josh Brownhill with a bit of space. Cork, who's very wide for what he's normally positioned as. Here's Benson. Burnley having a small spell of possession. Terrible shot. Terrible shot by Benson. It's a goal kick to Preston. There's been no other goals. Yeah, no other goals. We are up to date in the Championship at least. I should really have another SofaScore open for the Champions League as well because we've got all of those games taking place too. Let's actually get that sorted too. Champions League. Let's talk about. Oh, this is a rubbish way to show their games off. Right, well you have to look at the standings based on their groups. So Liverpool are indeed 1-0 up against Ajax. We have got Club Brugge 1-0 up against Porto. Still 0-0 between Leverkusen and Atletico Madrid, by the way. Bayern Munich 0-0 between them and Barcelona. Barcelona were like that Bayern Munich have not scored yet, following the last time they played against them. Marseille, Frankfurt 0-0, and those are all the Champions League games taking place tonight. So we've only got 2 Champions League goals to talk about actually. But Ajax, they've clearly not updated. Why is it only a draw now? Have Ajax just equalised? No, surely not. They have? Well, I literally caught this live. Ajax apparently have just equalised, ladies and gentlemen. Mohamed Kudus. Well, kudos to you, Mohamed, for scoring that equaliser against Liverpool there. That puts you now, Ajax, back to the top of your group and sends Liverpool currently down to the Europa League. So we're talking about lack of goals in the Champions League. Ajax have now just got the 3rd goal of the Champions League tonight. 1-1 between Liverpool and Ajax at Anfield as well. Sorry guys, I should have had capture on, but just to show you, just for proof, here's Mohamed Kudus, or Kudus technically, but I'm calling him Kudus. So 4 points to Ajax, 1 for Liverpool. They are currently 3rd and not doing well. Club Brugge will be on 6 points currently, which is incredible for them. Let's actually look at some stats so far with this game. 4 shots to 2, 2 shots on target to 1 there. I wanted this game to be a bit more open. It's now gone back into a little bit more of a cagey affair now. We're not seeing many opportunities break. Burnley have had their moments, but then Preston have just been equal to all of their opportunities, really. Oh, this could be a good chance for them there. Great run. Brilliant tackle by Ben Whiteman there. Great tackle. And this is what I'm talking about. Preston are really, really good at recovering. You know, their tackling's been relatively good apart from the poor one at the start of the game. Swansea and Sheffield United seems a boring game. Well, I'm very sorry that I picked that one for you, Solo Drive. That's why you shouldn't listen to me to pick games for you to watch. Although he did just say that Swansea should have scored. So maybe it's not necessarily a boring game. It's not completely hopeless. It was Nathan Teller who led that attack there, but it was great tackling by Ben Whiteman there. Apparently we've got another goal in the Championship. 3-0 Cardiff. What's going on with Middlesbrough here? Perry NG with the goal. Trying to get capture to work. Perry NG with the goal. Andy Rinamotta with the assist. That's a very comfortable scoreline for Cardiff to be at half-time. Troy Parrott looking like he's conceded a foul. That might be a yellow card challenge. Connor Roberts is down, so he's the one who's just been challenged here. Let's see this again. So Bettino to Roberts, and okay, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a little bit rash. Although I do feel a bit bad for that. It's a bit accidental, but he just runs at him. So yeah, for me, not a yellow card offence. That actually a bit of a collision there. Both of the Mohammed scored at Anfield, says Solar Drive. Yeah, they did indeed. Love the pun, says Charlie. Well, I don't have a chance to be a comedic genius all that often, so I'm not in the same caliber as Goldridge. I would like to see if he's thought of something like that. Solar Drive is really milking it that Middlesbrough are losing out 3-0 to Cardiff. I'm really scared to feel how Ryan Giles is feeling right now. Right, Benson and Brownhill stepping over the free kick for Burnley. Benson's taking it. And it's wide. Good height, but just wide of the post. After that terrible shot he did in the first half, I didn't think he should have taken another one. We've got another goal at Stadium MKM. My prediction of Hull and Stoke is wrong because Stoke have just scored again. It's 2-0 to Stoke. Ben Wilmore with the second goal, but Lewis Baker with a goal contribution, a goal on his part there, and an assist for the second one. Okay, it took a deflection. Okay, I didn't know it took a deflection. So Burnley therefore have a corner, and not the last time, but one of the very few corners Burnley had, it resulted in their goal. Now, can Preston learn from what they struggled with in the opening couple of minutes, which is to defend Burnley from corners here? 31 minutes in, still 1-1. Let's just wait for this corner to go. Here's Brownhill. And it misses everyone. I'm only on for one prediction, which is Blackburn-Watford. Yeah, it's not going well for all of us predictors, I'd imagine. I don't think many predicted 3-0 to Cardiff. I can't remember what Ben predicted for Stoke and Hull. I'll be intrigued to see if he got that right. Lequan, welcome to the stream. Good to see all of you here. Solar Dry saying hello to Lequan. That's nice. I always like to see that. Barnsley are 1-0 up against Port Vale. That's another goal I've not talked about so far. Any other goals that I'm missing? Leighton Orient 1-0 up against Rochdale. I think someone did mention that, but I completely aired it accidentally there. Referees pulling over the game again. Preston fans being very frustrated. Chesterfield are down to 10 men against Southend. This could be a big moment for Southend and potentially for Wrexham, who have scored again. It's now 2-0 to Wrexham. This could be a really good night for the Welsh Hollywood owners. Now, Preston have got their second yellow card of the game. Let's see this again. So it was Parrott. Oh, yeah, just what's the point, Parrott, in doing that? It's a bad touch on you. Gets nowhere near the ball. It's a really bad challenge, I think, on Cork there. And it is indeed a yellow card for Troy Parrott. Half-time has taken place for most of the games in the Championship so far, including in League 2. Colchester 1-0 up against Walsall at half-time. Huddersfield Wigan still playing, but all the other 7:45 games are going to half-time. That's a great free kick. Oh, but Jay Rodriguez doesn't have a great touch. Woodman spills it. Oh, he's got it. He's got it, right. Should never back Freddie Woodman for a mistake. So it was a quick free kick, which took everyone by surprise. Harvey Bennett with it was an exquisite free kick. But Jay Rodriguez just not having the touch to finish it off. It's such a brilliant free kick. It's a shame it's gone to waste because the quality was exquisite. Woodman nearly spilled it as well, actually. I put it onto the Champions League goal to see if anything happens whilst it's half time. Okay, that's nice. Who expected Cardiff and Spoke? Yeah, honestly, right now, I did not expect this. Solo Drive, I hope you're okay. I did read that. I hope you can get the right action from that, because that shouldn't take place in any environment. Preston still on the ball. He's Robbie Brady, actually. I was going to say, who's number 11? But then I realised, it's Robbie Brady. Who have not said a lot in this game, to be honest. I don't condone violence, so don't do any of that. But obviously, approach it accordingly. So, we've got Muric collecting the ball there. That just kind of went to waste there. Taylor on the ball there. He's going to pass it to Connor Roberts. Back to Harwood Bennis, the goal scorer for Burnley. He has found... Oh, that's an interesting attack. Brownhill tries to find Benson. Good defending. Although it's won back by Burnley there. Oh, well, if they got expelled, then good for you. You know, you won in the end of the day. In the end of it, you know, they can't be in contact with you now. So I see that as an absolute win. I want to see W's in the chat. Oh, this poor mouse. I want to see W's in the chat. Solar Drive has officially won. So now they're showing you all the halftime score lines. Blackburn 1-0 up, Wigan 1-0 up, Stoke 2-0 up, 3-0 for Cardiff there, and Swansea, Sheffield United 0-0. In terms of scorelines that are still on for me, I think Blackburn and Watford still up for grabs as long as Watford complete a comeback. Huddersfield need to complete a comeback to get anything for my predictions there. Hull need a really big comeback to get any points for me now. Middlesbrough need a bloody miracle. Swansea and Sheffield United just need to see some goals. And Preston, Burnley need to get another goal, and then I'd salvage something out of it. If Liverpool lose tonight and then back to back Rangers games will be crucial. It will be crucial, and I tell you what, Rangers will be more than up for that game as well. They will be. I feel like out of all of the games that they'll take incredibly seriously, I think Liverpool will be the biggest one, especially them against them at Ibrox as well. Coventry will lose to Luton and will beat Birmingham. Okay, so you think you're going to lose to Luton, but you'll beat Birmingham. So in a way, that's 3 points in your next 2 games. I mean, it's a win, which Coventry are desperately looking for right now. But it's, you know, right now, the gap between Coventry and the rest of the teams around them is just massive right now. So I don't know how I feel, to be honest. Coventry just need to get some goal scoring form in, and then I think they could potentially have something about them. This could be a good chance. Burnley with a chance, and it's a very comfortable save again by Woodman. Burnley having these odd chances in that left hand side. Jay Rodriguez, great bit of play between him and Bettino. Oh God, he needs to be a bit more clinical there in that position there. Just it's too weak of a shot. And Woodman's going to find those things easy. Huddersfield are going to do a Barnsley 2.0. Honestly, it is looking that way at the moment. They're losing to Wigan right now. I don't know how well they're playing. I knew they were a bit unfortunate against Blackpool, but you know, when I see the highlights, then I'm going to see if they've deserved to get anything against Wigan or not. So yeah, Reading Sunderland is the live game tomorrow. Okay, so West Brom Birmingham is also live in Sky Sports Arena. I predicted 0-0 in that game, and I've already done West Brom so many times as a stream, so I don't think I'll do that. If I am going to stream tomorrow, which I've not made my mind up yet, by the way. Josh Benson running on the right-hand side for Burnley. This could be a good chance against Cunningham here. Passes to Josh Brownhill. He's been supported well. Back to Benson, who's kept onside. Cross comes in. Great cross. Header! Oh, just wide from Connor Roberts. Oh, that's a really good attack. Great cross and a pretty decent header, I've got to say, by Connor Roberts. It's just wide off the post. Exquisite. Honestly, got everything right. If anything, literally just misses out on hitting the post. Charlie thinks I should do the Coventry game. I mean, I would. It just depends if Matt's doing it. Because if Matt's doing it, there's no point of me doing it. Because more people are going to watch him, being a Coventry fan. So we can call Matty Werner. I saw that. I'll definitely do another Coventry game soon. Because I did enjoy their game against Sunderland at the start of the season. The Rotherham game could be a good one for me to do. Maybe what I should do... Preston, because he did another free kick there. Technically, I should do the Chelsea game against Salzburg, their first game with Graham Potter in charge. So I feel, okay, I've got a couple of choices. So I'll either do Chelsea-Salzburg. Luton Coventry I am tempted to do, because I've not looked at Luton yet this season. I'm not going to do Millwall QPR. That feels like a bit of a nothingy game for me. And I've already looked at Millwall so far this season. I've not looked at QPR yet, but I have looked at Millwall already. Rotherham Blackpool. I've not done either Rotherham or Blackpool, actually. That might be a decent one. And then, yeah, okay. Out of the games that I've seen, Norwich and Bristol City will be a good one for sure. But I have streamed Norwich a couple of times already this season. So I don't want to overload you guys with too much of the same team. What's the live Friday game? It is... Okay, we don't actually have a live championship game on the Friday, which is a bit refreshing for me, giving me a bit of a chance to breathe. But we do have a 12:30 kickoff, Swansea Hull. Now, I can't do that one, unfortunately, because the annual football thing is taking place on that time. So, no Watchalong on the 17th and no stream on that thing as well. Because I will be busting my balls trying to win football for the third time in a row. Although, there is a 7:45 kickoff for Middlesbrough Rotherham. That might be one I could do, actually. I'm now tempted now. Forest are playing live, yeah. And in fact, I might actually do that game, you know. I think, because are they playing Fulham? Because if they're playing Fulham, Forest versus Fulham at the City Ground as well. But, okay, but no, it looks like the Sky Sports game is Villa Southampton. I would have personally have seen Forest and Fulham, to be honest. Goal in Marseille, Frankfurt 1-0 up. I heard Luton have a bad home record. Luton have not done too well full stop this season. They've done well with their XG, but likewise with so many of these teams like Middlesbrough and West Brom, they've just not been able to be consistent enough, really, with those chances. Right, as soon as Preston and Burnley go into half-time, we'll do an update of the tables. There is indeed a goal between Marseille and Frankfurt. Yeah, it's 1-0 Frankfurt. It's not updated yet, but it is. This could be a chance. Burnley in the penalty spot here. Roberts. Shot. Woodman had to dive for that, but it's once again too easy for Woodman there. Josh Cullen now shooting from distance. It's a very routine save from Woodman. Yeah, just once again not lacking. It's just lacking power. Rotherham with a good record and Blackpool with a great away record. Yeah, you know, now you've tempted me. I know you're a Blackpool fan, so maybe that's a bit of bias there, but I've not looked at either Rotherham or Blackpool so far this season, so that might be a good one if it is on the red button, of course. One of the Luton players are looking to get a scrappy win against Coventry. I think it was James Bree. Luton have a bad home record. Well, yeah, Luton have picked up more points away from home than home, so yeah, so far they've not picked up many points at home. They've got to work on that. Went for a random 1-0 Blackpool win. You know, I've not gone for a Blackpool win. I think I have gone for a Rotherham win, but Blackpool have been typical of picking up these random 1-0 results, and they have, you know, been reaped their rewards for that so far this season. They've in a great mid-table position so far this season. Preston now with a free kick, 43 minutes in, still 1-1. in this Lancashire derby. We had those 2 goals in quick succession, but other than that, it has really died down. And Burnley, probably the team looking more likely to get a goal here. But Preston, who've barely threatened, could have a chance to threaten just before half-time. It's a set piece where I think they have looked the most dangerous, Preston, which has been the set-piece situations there. I don't know who's taking it. Is it Parrott taking it? Okay, well, the free kick's about to be taken. And it's not won by any player. It's a goal kick. Liam Lindsay trying to win the header there. Yeah, unfortunately. The free kick just went over everyone, and it is a real waste of an opportunity there. Could have been a really good chance for Preston to get a good goal before half-time. Finished walking football, and now my second pint, says Jack. Fair play to you. Okay, so I'll give you a bit, well, I've not actually plugged my channel, which I'm a bit proud I've not done so. If you guys have not liked the stream yet, guys, please do smash that like button on the stream. We're on 13 likes, 3 minutes of added time, because we have had a couple of fouls in this game, which have delayed the game a little bit. Excuse me. If we can get to 15 likes before halftime, that'd be appreciative. So, guys, if you've not hit the like button yet, please smash that like button. It really does help the growth of this channel. In terms of subs, we're still on 1,452 subs at the moment. Could we get to 1,455 today? Maybe 1,460? If we get to 1,500, you know, this beard will be quaking in its boots, because as you know, 2,000 subs is when this beard officially leaves my face. So that's your challenge. We are 548 subs away from making that a reality. So guys, if you've not hit the like or subscribe button, please also do that. Sharing is another thing that you can do to support the channel as well. Donating is another thing you can do as well. Of course, you know, you don't have to do that. It's under your own choice. Going for 3-1 Luton tomorrow, says Dowraj. I don't see Luton scoring that many goals, to be honest. But I do think it'll be a Luton win at the moment. I think Coventry just need to get over this rot at the moment, and Luton, I don't really see them being a perfect team for them to try and overcome that. But yeah, Coventry away from home not being great. I mean, they've been alright with their draw against Sunderland, but their other ones have been pretty hopeless, really, defensively. Corner comes in, headed away by Jay Rodriguez. Preston claiming for handball. Definitely not a handball for me. Not clear and obvious enough. No penalty there. And the ball's still in play. Reece Jacobson. And no, he's giving it away. Preston's still on the ball here. Right. Oh, okay. A claim for a handball for Burnley there, but not given. Now here comes Burnley's attack. Brownhill, Josh Benson. Charles maybe? Oh my gosh. It is Benson who had that great move in the right-hand side. That would have been really controversial, that gone in. For me, it wasn't enough there. Nah, hits his chest. Definitely not the Brownhill one. That's not a handball for me. Nah, not a handball. Not clear and obvious enough for me. Opinion on Preston. They've got good things about them. 20 goal a season striker. They have that, then Preston could be a really good team. Defensively, they look great. Apart from that time when they conceded the goal, they looked pretty good actually. They did look like that they were going on a counter-attack, but they did lose out. Here come Burnley now. The 3 minutes of added time are up, but looks like the referee's still playing on. They're going to play it. No, they've passed it backwards. So the referee's going to blow for half-time. So Burnley score first with Harwood Bellis goal, his first goal for Burnley. Then Jordan Story, 2 centre-backs getting 2 goals, both from headed corners. Story's one nearly denied by goal line technology, but it does slightly go over the line. As it stands, it'll be a draw in this Lancashire derby. It is currently Preston 1, Burnley Football Club 1. What are your thoughts of this result so far in the chat, guys? 1-0 up to Stevenage. So Stevenage have apparently scored. I need to use this time actually to go through tables, but all the other 7:45 games are going to start playing again. Right. Let's try and cover each table at a time. So let's show you the championship first. Sheffield United still top. This will be their third draw of the season if it's as it stands. They'll be on 18 points. Or for Norwich, who have a great chance to overtake them if they can beat Bristol City. Can't get Bristol City's names for some weird reason. Blackburn now up to third with that fifth win of the season currently. If they can get a win against Watford there. Burnley up to fifth with a draw so far. Bristol City still in the top six. Watford fall out of the top six if they have that second defeat of the season. Wigan up to eighth with 3 wins in 8 with 13 points if they currently beat Huddersfield. Preston up to 9th. Sunderland right up there. Alex Neil's former club slightly above them there. Although Sunderland, in fact, no, 2 former clubs with Alex Neil, I should say now, are battling it out at the moment. Although Alex Neil himself is not far behind because he's on 11 points with Stoke as it stands if they can get a win against Hull City, which is looking very likely that they will at the moment. Cardiff looking to win very comfortably in the end against Middlesbrough. They're currently 14th place. Hull fall down to 15th with a 2-0 defeat so far. Swansea 18th with a current draw to Sheffield United. Middlesbrough fall down to 21st with their 4th defeat of the season as it stands. Birmingham fall back down to the bottom 3 but do have a game in hand over Middlesbrough, which they are away from home against West Brom. And Coventry, it's just looking more and more bleak for them at the moment. I know they've got, 4 games in hand with Middlesbrough, but it is an 8-point gap, and that is never easy to overcome mentally. Let's look at League One, since some of you have looked at it. Oh, what a gorgeous position for Ipswich to be in. 20 points already this season as it stands if they can beat Bristol Rovers. Portsmouth, who are currently drawing in their game. I can't remember who Portsmouth are playing against. Burton, that's right. With that draw so far, Portsmouth do lose a bit of ground on Ipswich, but they're still on 18 points. Plymouth would be only 2 points behind Portsmouth and could even overtake them if results go their way. Cambridge up to 4th. And Sheffield, Ipswich would have had to play Cambridge if the games went ahead this weekend. Sheffield Wednesday in 5th, and Bolton back in the top 6 in 6th place. Barnsley and Peterborough falling back. And I tell you what, for Peterborough to have 4 defeats currently, Peterborough were looking so comfortable, so good, and now Grant McCann is going through a really poor run of form with his Peterborough team now. Exeter, Wickham just outside of Fleetwood, not doing too shabby there. Derby down to 12th, which is not a great position for them to be in. Charlton, Oxford in around the mid-table position. Shrewsbury, Lincoln and Bristol Rovers right up there as well. Port Vale, Forest Green and MK Dons in the positions just above the bottom 4. Accrington Stanley, who are they? Well, they look like they are going to have a difficult season with Cheltenham, Morecambe and Burton, which if they can draw against Portsmouth will only be their 2nd point of the season, unbelievably. Finally, League 2, let's look at that so far. Leyton Orient looking like they've got a 3-point lead over Stevenage, and both teams are winning so far, so both teams not letting go of their form. Barrow keeping up with the pack very well with current wins so far in their games, 6 wins that they're currently having this season. Northampton are to 4th, Salford dropping down a couple of places into 5th, and Doncaster still is 6th despite losing, and Mansfield in 7th. Bradford just outside with Mark Hughes in charge. I'd expect Bradford to be right there. Grimsby doing very well, and so is Sutton. Crewe struggling a little bit now. They're losing to Hartlepool currently. Carlisle with 4 draws currently. Swindon with 6 draws currently. Gosh, I tell you what, they've been the drawing kings so far this season, Swindon Town. Walsall with a defeat so far to Colchester, falling down a bit. Tranmere up to 15th. Wimbledon 16th. Now, Colchester with a win puts them up to 17th, which just looks so much nicer for Colchester to be in. But this is how close it is. If they do concede a goal, they'll fall down all the way where Crawley are in 22nd. Gillingham and Rochdale currently in the bottom 2. Gillingham, who were recently relegated as well. Neil Harris as manager, and Rochdale, of course, sacking their manager very recently, really struggling. Hartlepool look like that they've turned the corner a little bit. Was it? Did they beat Colchester? I think they beat Colchester, or they beat someone recently. And then obviously currently beating Crewe, and that is looking very good for them. Salford were never higher than 6th tier 5 years ago. Yes, they're doing very, very well indeed. Tranmere drawing to Bradford now apparently. Salford potentially heading for League One. Says Wallace and Grunt fan there. Potentially, but at the moment they're definitely not the favourites for me. I'm hoping they can update the National League table so far. It looks like they have. Scunthorpe, dearie me, 7 defeats for Scunthorpe so far. They're losing to Altrincham. Oh dear me, I really feel bad for anyone who's a Scunthorpe fan. For some reason, Plymouth hates Scunthorpe. I think it must have been a season where they'll deny promotion. If anyone knows the rivalry between Scunthorpe and Plymouth and why it's so intense, do let me know, because it must have been maybe a playoff game, maybe a last day of the season where Scunthorpe nicked a promotion place of Plymouth. In fact, that's probably what might have happened, to be honest. Halifax, Altrincham, who are right down there with them. A win for Altrincham. This will be their first win of the season. Puts them on 7 points. Aldershot also down there as well. Torquay just above them there. Dagenham and Redbridge, 18th, struggling so far. York 11th, Southend moving up the table a little bit in 10th place. Barnet falling down a bit with a current defeat on their hand at the moment because they're losing to Dorking Wanderers, I believe. Top 7 looks like this. Wealdstone up there. Bromley. I mean, Wealdstone's a surprise package. Borehamwood, Bromley, you may expect to be right up there. Notts County, Chesterfield, Solihull Moors, and Wrexham, though. I think those are the big 4. You've got to consider those as the big 4 in the National League. And it's currently Wrexham now because Chesterfield are now officially losing to Southend, apparently. I've just seen... Oh, no, actually. So, the table's just changed. Notts County are now winning, whoever they're playing against. Solihull Moors are still winning, but it means they dropped down since Notts County are winning. But Chesterfield still losing to Southend. Who have Notts County just scored against? Yes, they've just scored against Aldershot, and Aldershot will be down in 23rd now after that. But as it stands, Wrexham's still at the top of the National League. No other goals to talk about in the Championship. Let's do a little bit of a question here. I'm going to say in the National League Big 4, yeah, indeed. Solihull Moors can realistically go top of the National League if Chesterfield and Wrexham both lose. It's going to be according to a plan if you can see their stadium there. Yeah, true, but you need a lot of things to go your way. Winning promotion in a league like that, it's just never straightforward. Is that white noise or is it rain? What are you on about with that there? Stockport level at Crawley. Oh, right. If that's the case, then it means Crawley fall down to the bottom 3. I don't know if I equalised when I was looking at the table. I can't remember what the scoreline was. In fact, no. They were already at the bottom 3. I don't know what I'm on about there. But yeah, Chesterfield down to 10 men and now 2-1 down now to Southend. Let's stay respectful in the chat, of course. Okay, let's go through the other Championship scorelines as of now, since we've got nothing else to do. Blackburn, Watford, still 1-0 Blackburn. Ryan Hedges with the opening goal there, with Ty Stoner getting the assist. Huddersfield, Wigan, still 1-0 up with a Will Keane penalty there so far. Wigan up to 8th as it stands. Hull versus Stoke. Stoke 2-0 up against Hull. Ben Wilmot and Lewis Baker right up there with 2 goals there. 1 goal each for them. Cardiff with an incredible first half against Middlesbrough. Callum O'Dowda, Mark Harris and Perry and G with 3 goals. Cannon Robinson with 2 assists and Rena Motta with the other one. The only other game that's 0-0 is Swansea Sheffield United, sadly. And I hope it doesn't stay 0-0. I predicted 3-1 in that game, so I've just completely jinxed this game. Should have gone for that one being the boring 0-0 then. In terms of Champions League, we'll go through that as well. It's currently 1-1 between Liverpool and Ajax at half-time. 1-0 to Club Brugge against Porto. Club Brugge currently top of their group at the moment. Full-time was Victoria Pilsen 0, Inter Milan 2. Bayern Munich and Barcelona still 0-0. And Frankfurt are winning against Marseille. What that does is, because Spurs beat Marseille in their last game, excuse me, I've got hiccups really. Marseille currently going into this group game with 2 defeats now. So Spurs, despite losing against Sporting there, they're still second place in the table. But Sporting, likewise with Club Brugge, maybe not many people expected to be leading at the group at the moment, but they are leading the group. Oh, let's just pretend that this group doesn't exist at the moment. Oh dearie me. Yes, a goal. Woking 3, Oldham 0 apparently. We've got another goal. I mean, we've got plenty of goals. You know, who am I kidding? We've got many goals. So apparently Crawley have got a third. They have got a third. Stockport again. You know, missing those big chances. And Stockport now in 21st. Crawley currently, this would be their first win of the season if they can get this. Stockport would be on those amount of points there. I mean, Colchester, please hold on right now. Because right now, as it stands, Crawley will be on 6 points. If Colchester lose, we'll be on 5. And we'll most certainly be within the bottom 2 as of now. If a draw would put us on 6. I don't know about our goal difference, though. It's not as bad as Gillingham's, to be fair. But Crawley's is the same as ours. But Crawley will be ahead of us because they scored more goals. So we will be in the bottom 2 if we're not careful there. I'm seeing the Cardiff goals now. That was that third goal by Perry and G. Nice bit of attack there. That was a really nice move by Cardiff for that third goal. Don't know how they scored their first 2 goals, but that third goal looked absolutely nice. 1-0 to Halifax, says Tom. Thanks everyone for keeping me up to date in all of these games. I can never do it without you guys. Headphones are coming back on because the games are, well, the game between Preston and Burnley is just about to kick off again. It's now 2-0 Halifax apparently, so apparently 2 quick fire goals for Halifax, who have had a pretty bad start to the season. Let's go for a like spike just before the second half. So, if you guys have not liked the stream yet, please do like the stream if you've not done so. It does really help. We're still not hit 15 likes, guys. There's many people streaming tonight. I shouldn't expect many people to stream to see me watch me stream today. But guys, please do continue to support the channel. If you've not liked the stream yet, please do like the stream if you've not done so. It does really help the channel. We're still on 1,452 subs. If you guys not hit the subscribe button, it does really help as well. Thank you guys as always for the terrific support. How did you know that was a disallowed goal for Watford? Have you been watching Matt's stream? I know what you like, Charlie. It was onside, which is bizarre. Oh dear. Who had the disallowed goal? Oh, for Watford, sorry. I can't read. Which is never a surprise. Okay, we've got an equalising goal at the Valley. Forest Green have got 1 goal back. It's 1-1 in that game there. Any other goals that I've missed? I don't think I have missed any other goals. Yeah, I've caught up in League One. I did talk about Barrow beating Doncaster. I did talk about Grimsby and Gillingham drawing. Hartlepool still 1-0 up against Crewe. That's a big result for them if they can get it. Stevenage beating Newport. Newport struggling in the season. Swindon again drawing, and this time to Sutton. Tranmere Bradford drawing, and Colchester still holding out against Walsall. I did say Ali McCann would go off in the second half, but I didn't think at the start of the second half. So Ali McCann is off the pitch. That is the only substitution so far from any team. Alistair McCann is off. I've just missed the timer. That's just great. So I was just trying to see who was on for McCann. It may have been Ledson if he's back from injury. Will Sunderland win tomorrow, says Joseph? I don't know. They've got Reading, haven't they? Reading have got a 100% home record, so my head says no, but my heart says it's going to be an entertaining game, and normally with an entertaining game we see, oh, okay, maybe a chance for Burnley already. Hang on a minute, it could be a small chance. Cullen, Benson, oh, doesn't get a strong enough connection to it. That's some positive play by Burnley so far. Looks like it's a goal kick to Preston. Just got the time the back up and running. Bolton, the 2-0 up, says Wallace, a Grant fan there. I don't know. Personally, I don't think Sunderland will win, Joseph, but I hope I'm proven wrong. I have had a bit of a soft spot for Sunderland for how well they've played so far this season. Okay, I'm just keeping up to date with all of these scores. Still no other goals of going in the Championship. Second goal for Bolton against MK Dons. Oh, I mean, they're really struggling now, MK Dons, aren't they? Ipswich have scored another against Bristol Rovers. They're now 2-0 up. Lee Evans, which everyone in the stadium literally loves him. Literally loves him. Lee Evans with an 8.2 rating as well. So I'm seeing a common theme here. The only game I've seen for Reading this from Ipswich this season has been one of the 2 games that they've dropped points at home. Shot. Oh, decent chance for Benson there. Great shot, and it's sorry, just had a goal flash up on my phone. That was a really good shot actually by Benson there, just wide of the post. I just talked about a goal flashing up on my phone because I said Colchester had one job, not to concede a goal. You can kind of guess what they've done. Of course, they have conceded a goal. It is now 1-1 between them and Walsall. And if I'm right, they're either 21st or 22nd or 23rd in the table, which I'm not liking. How do I see the current League 2 table? I guess this is the best way to do it. They are 22nd. So they've put us ahead of Gillingham, actually, because Gillingham have got a worse goal difference than us. They have scored way more goals than them as well, actually. I'm so Gillingham have scored 2 goals this season. Neil Harris, you've got to sort yourself out here. Okay. I think I've caught up with everything here. Gosh, I mean, the away team's doing very, very well there. But we only got one home team winning so far, in the Championship at least, which is Blackburn so far. Portsmouth have scored. I didn't just ignore that. Portsmouth have scored against Burton, so they close the gap now on Ipswich. It is Sam Hughes with an own goal. That just sums up Burton's dreadful, dreadful season so far. Both are on 20 points, and they both play against each other very, very soon. I'm actually going to look when they do play against each other. So, it's Sheffield Wednesday next for Ipswich. Then, I believe, is international break time. Then we've got, Ipswich then got Plymouth away. Then it's Portsmouth. So, their next home game is Portsmouth. That will be the next home game I go to. Wow. What a moment this will be. And then it's Lincoln. When is Derby? Derby's the 21st of October. So that's the one that's live on Sky Sports. So I'll really try and make an effort to go to this one. Let's just go back to the Championship just to see. We've got a third goal in MKM Stadium. I always get that stadium. I always remember the KCOM. Just why do you change names of stadiums? MKM Stadium, third goal there to the away team. It's a great, great win for Stoke City, but their great start to the season is quickly evaporating. Lewis Baker, who's had a man of the match winning performance, 2 goals and an assist as well. 3 goal contributions for him. He's got to be the man of the match of that game. He's done terrifically well. The Stoke captain responds, big goal in the Champions League by Munich. Score against Barcelona just now, 1-0. Lucas Hernandez with the goal, Joshua Kimmich with the assist. We did think that this game was going to be great. 3-0 Club Brugge find themselves against Porto. Those were 2 quick-fire goals. Club Brugge having a brilliant start to their campaign in the Champions League. This was completely out of the ordinary there. Still 0-0 between Swansea and Sheffield United there, and still the same for the rest of the other games. You guys have been very good, I gotta say, for being my video printer. You guys have definitely been the life source of the stream. Love how Baker didn't do that for us, says Charlie. Oh, Charlie's feeling a little bit bitter, I can see. My Horror Bella's tried to go for a solo run there. It looked quite amazing, but it was halted. Yorker scored. So it's 1-1 between them and Bromley. Josh Benson, well defended. Here's Cullen. Brownhill against his former club, and it's over. 3-0 Bruges, yeah. 1-0 Bayern, yep. There's a goal for Chesterfield. Is there? If it's 2-2 now, then Chesterfield are fighting hard. They're down to 10 men, but they're determined to get something then. A win for them will send them back to the top of the National League. But currently as it stands, because they're not winning, Wrexham are currently ahead of them. Tom needs to go apparently. Thank you so much, Tom, for turning up in the stream. Apparently Bayern Munich have scored again, and they have scored again. 2-0 now. Leroy, okay. So Leroy Sané has either scored or assisted. I'm going to assume he's scored it, and someone else has assisted it. So Serve School needs to fix that. But nevertheless, it is 2-0 to Bayern Munich. That's a great result for Bayern Munich so far. Once again, keep forgetting to do capture. So as you see, Leo Sané, but apparently it says Leo Sané in there as well. So I think Sané scored. We just got to wait to see who has assisted Sané there. But that makes it 2-0 to Bayern Munich, and that puts them on 6 points. Lincoln Tunnel up against Derby. That's a big scoreline, but question marks for Liam Rossini after that result so far. Here's Nathan Teller against Brad Potts. Gets past him very easily there. Teller in the penalty box. Brad Potts redeems himself and tackles well. Boots it away. A little bit more lively now, I can see. Burnley trying to get something. Here's Nathan Teller back from the ball. Cullen. Back to Cork. Cork with a bit of space. He's not going to go for a shot. Roberts. Brownhill now. Benson on the ball. Oh, okay. Well, wanting a free kick to Burnley there. The crowd aren't happy with that. Time to have Steve McLaren back at Derby. Well, he's got something at Manchester United. I don't think he's wanting to leave Eric Ten Hag at the moment. I've not heard about Godden and Gyökeres falling out. It's something that you might want to ask Matt about, to be honest. He might know a bit more than me. Derby are too easy, says Solo Drive. Got to be careful about that. But Derby looking like... I mean, they've got a great team. There's no doubt about that. But now not completely gelling at the moment. Northampton 2-0 up. Thank you guys for updating me constantly with these scores. It's quite exhausting having all this football on at once. You're going to ask Matt to sort of drive. Well, please come back to me. You know, I've not got many people enough as it is. Free kick comes in for Burnley, and it's poor. Okay, you can go now if you like. Maybe he's got a better game watching against Blackburn and Watford, to be honest. Although, to be fair, I have seen more goals. I mean, it's not always categorised on goals. I think we're up to date. You know, we just spoke about Lincoln 2, Derby 0. There's been no other goals in League 1. We just spoke about that Northampton second goal there. Yeah, we've caught up. We've actually caught up with top 4 leagues. Oh my God, Chesterfield are 3-2 up. Incredible. Wow. Chesterfield are proving to be the team to beat. If they can go down to 10 men, go 2-1 down to Southend, still be 3-2 up, they've got to be the team to beat. And am I right in saying that Chesterfield still have Paul Cook in charge? Because if so, he's potentially going to be the one. You know, he's most definitely too good for. Yeah, Paul Cook still is in charge indeed of Chesterfield. Chesterfield got to be favourites now, surely then. They're not giving up. They really are not. They don't want to give up their first place position. Wrexham are hungry for it. Despite it being a quiet stream, it's been surprisingly entertaining. Well, I'd hope to keep it as entertaining as I can. It is quite quiet, to be fair. I mean, despite me scheduling the stream, what I should have done is try to get, a bit of a light target, really. When you get a light target, that's when more people spot your stream. I knew it wasn't going to be a big one when... Normally, I can kind of spot my streams on a recommendation before I start, and I think, Plymouth 1, Oxford 0. I actually did speak about Chelmsford beating Oxford City very recently. Last minute goal as well. Third place in the National League South. I can't believe I'm saying those words. It feels like I'm back in the days when Chelmsford are competing with promotion again. But I don't want to get too carried away. It wasn't a great performance, but we got the win somehow. And if we can keep doing that, we may have a chance. This could be a chance for Preston here. Oh, but once again. Oh, just a poor decision in the final third. It's Robbie Brady now. And so frustrating watching Preston play sometimes. There was Ledson who did go on for Alistair McCann. Just tries to find a layoff pass and just doesn't find anyone. Bit of a wasted opportunity because, they had a 3 versus 3 at one point. But it's poor cross by Parrott, and it's simple defending by Harwood Dennis in the end. Sheffield Wednesday scored apparently. If it is a goal for Sheffield Wednesday, then Sheffield Wednesday will be in the top 4. Yeah, top 4 there, exactly 4th place in the table. So I do know my tables. Yeah, so Sheffield Wednesday up to 4th now that they are winning in their game. Got quite a few goals in League One. I mean, to be fair, we have got 12 League One games playing at once. So it shouldn't come as a surprise. Honeygun, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. It's good to see all of you. I'm doing alright, a bit tired, but I feel like considering I've been tired, I've hidden it quite well, kept the stream going. It's been very, very quiet. We've not gained 20 likes, I believe. 16, although we're nearly there. Okay, guys. Quick like spike. If you've not liked the stream, please do so. It does tremendously help the channel if you've not done so. It really, really does help. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button either, please do so as well. We're on 1452 so far. We're 548 subs away from this beard disappearing from my face entirely. So to see a beardless Alexis, this channel needs to hit 2,000 subs. We're nearly actually at 1,500, which is 48 subs away. And I'll tell you what, this is when I'll be starting to sweat. Soda Drive being very dismissive of Derby County there. Should put some respect on them there. It was a bit of a, it was a very peculiar stream. Obviously, we had the national anthem sung by Russell Watson, which was quite a poignant moment there. Even tried to sing along before Russell Watson decided to hit his opera voice, and then I gave up. Celeste's community always likes positive vibes. We do indeed. We do indeed. I tell you this, I was really liking this game, but this game's going really slowly for me now. We're in the 60th minute, still 1-1. I thought there was a goal for Walsall there, but no, it's something else has just popped up on my phone there. 2 goals in 4 minutes for Bayern Munich there. And they've really, really turned the game around against Barcelona. Still no other goals in the Championship. The only other Championship goal in this half has come for Stoke. Lewis Baker with the goal for Stoke to make it 3-0 to the Potters. Still no other goals to talk about since we've last spoken about. Yeah, we talked about Plymouth scoring already and Sheffield Wednesday scoring in their game as well. For some reason I can't see Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, against Morecambe, that's right. And still 1-1 between Walsall and Colchester. God, I tell you what, if they do lose Colchester, we will be in the bottom 2. Cannot happen. Cannot happen right now. Burnley won a pen, but not for me, not for what I've seen. A collision between Teller and Brad Potts. For me, not enough contact. Yeah. Not for me. Not for me. Not a pen. If Gillingham win though against Grimsby, then they'll automatically overtake Colchester there. So it's not great, isn't it? It's not really great for Colchester at all so far. '60th minute, still 1-1 between Preston and Burnley. Had a bit of a break in play because Charlie Taylor is down on the floor. I don't know what happened with him. Must have pulled something there. Looks like he's got cramp. Vince Company is turning to his bench right now. He has got a lot of options. Almost spoiled for choice, you can arguably say. How is Andy Cook so good? He'll be in the Championship soon, says Charlie. You ask me, Andy. Preston should sign him. Right, so we've just got another substitution going in. Taylor is going off. Got a standing ovation from the Burnley crowd here. And going on to the pitch is Jordan Beyer, who I've not seen a lot of actually, so I'm intrigued to see how he gets on. New signing from Germany, I believe. So I'm really excited to see how he gets on. Speaking of new signings, Fernandez, who's on loan from Preston, loan from Man United, and has joined Preston. It looks like he's about to go onto the pitch. Burnley take their corner short. I am aware there's another goal in the Riverside. Cook with the free with a goal, not a goal, with a cross. Right, oh my God, right, 2 goals in 2 minutes for Middlesbrough. It's now 3-2. Oh my God, right, okay. Hold on a minute. Duncan Watmore, in my gaffer team. Isaiah Jones, also my gaffer team. That's really good for my points there. But who scored the second goal? Oh! Decent defending in the end by Brady. Scored a second goal. Rodrigo Muniz. Right, well, I was very dismissive of Middlesbrough getting anything here, but they've got 13 minutes to get at least 1 goal. Huddersfield have equalised against Wigan Athletic. Why have I done that? It's currently 1-1 between Huddersfield and Wigan. Wigan have drawn so many games so far this season, though. Don't know who scored the goal, but I am waiting for confirmation. Ian Cunningham are going off. Fernandez and Hughes are on the pitch. Bit of a defence-minded double substitution from Ryan Lowe there. Maybe he's looking at his team trying to defend for a point. I mean, maybe, but I'm really excited to see how Fernandez plays. This is the first time I've seen Fernandez play in a Preston shirt, so I'm intrigued to see how he gets on. My God, I tell you what, if Middlesbrough do get a comeback, this would be an incredible comeback. Who got the assist for the Borough goals? So Isaiah Jones got the first assist for sure. Who got the second one for Muniz? Dig Steele got the second one. Right, so that makes it 3-2 to Middlesbrough. 3-2 to Cardiff, sorry. But Middlesbrough scoring 2 goals. Huddersfield goal, yes. Imagine 4-3 Borough. I don't think it's going to happen personally. But it is the Championship and any of this is always realistic of happening. Wrexham are 4-0 up. They really are on form indeed. Ryan Giles saying Middlesbrough to win 4-3 will be class. Sheffield Wednesday are now 2-0 up. Can Middlesbrough do it? They can, but will they? I don't know, to be honest. I feel like they gave themselves a bit of a mountain, too much of a mountain to climb. But with those 2 quick goals, it's now not looking so impossible now for them. I will be keeping a very close eye on that game now. Right, doesn't look like I'm going to get any correct points for Blackburn-Watford. Looks like Blackburn are going to sneak a 1-0 win so far. Swansea-Sheffield United, I'm just gutted about that game being 0-0, to be honest. Hull-Stoke with a great win. I wonder if this will be the start of their comeback. and whether Alex Neil is now starting to implement his great ideas for the Stoke team. It's now just going to be interesting to see if they can keep this form. Huddersfield and Wigan 1-1. I predicted 2-1 Huddersfield. 13 minutes left. Huddersfield can get something still in this game. And of course, Preston 1, Burnley 1 is still the game, still the result in this game we're watching here. Bit of a bad second half, I've got to be honest. No meaningful chances. No meaningful saves. It's been very bland in the best way possible. Very cagey. A typical derby. You know, this is like what I expected to see from 90 minutes. So when you do see those chances and those goals, you know, you really adore them at the moment. Right, they are showing the latest scores at the moment, and there are no changes in the scoreline since the last time I've read them there. My God, that will be a really big story if Middlesbrough can get a comeback from 3-0 down. Something reminds me, I know exactly another comeback which is more incredible when they were 3-0 down, and it was Cardiff themselves that drew with Leeds 3-3. Lee Tomlin having an incredible goal. Please win for Chris Kamara. Oh, did you see the podcast he did with Steve Bartlett? Oh my God. Oh God, it's painful, but you know, you just adore the man that's given us so much entertainment on punditry for so many years. No other goals so far in the Championship. In this game, I don't think we're going to see any more goals either. I wouldn't say they've had many opportunities to Smith. In the first half, yes, but second half, you know, I can count on the fingers of one hand the amount of shots we've had, let alone the opportunities. I'm really just intrigued with Middlesbrough Cardiff now, honestly. I just really want to see if there's another goal going out for this one. You know, we've got 9 minutes left in that game. And since Middlesbrough scored those 2 goals, Steve Morrison has made 2 substitutions ultimately to try and stay tight at the back. 1 goal for Huddersfield would do my predictions very well. Chris Kamara is a red. Chris Kamara is a red. Yes, Sunderland. Great chance. My Blackburn prediction could be spot on. Oh, did you really predict 1-0? Or did you predict 1-1? 3-0 Wednesday? Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday just doesn't surprise me. They're on absolute fire at the moment, Sheffield Wednesday. They did lose out quite recently, but when they're on there, Sheffield Wednesday are one of the best teams you see in League One. Oh, for goodness sake, Charlie, you're almost making me... You're literally stealing my spotlight on these incredible predictions, honestly. Oh, well, something's clearly happened. Did Watford just equalise? No, okay, but it is a second goal. And Black... I shouldn't laugh. I really shouldn't laugh. It's unfortunate that that's happened to you, Charlie. 2-0 Blackburn. There's no shadow of a doubt. I'm not getting any points from this one. You've still got 1 point, so fair play on you for that. It's a second goal for Blackburn, and I don't know who scored it, but it is another goal in Ewood Park. 5th win for Blackburn, and it will take them up to 3rd place in the Championship. Yes, Solachai is literally milking it in right now. Oh dear. Solachai says almost 3-3. I'm really keeping my eye on that game. Oh, big moment. It's a 3rd goal in the John Smith Stadium. I needed 2-1 Huddersfield to get this game spot on. You can guess what's happened. It's 2-1 Wigan. It was Blue Terrier that says taxi for Schofield. And right now, if you're going to lose at home to a newly promoted team, there's got to be some questions. Callum Lang, who's not even scored... he's not even had a good start to the season, Callum Lang. Gets a goal here. How many goals is that for Callum Lang? It might be his first one, actually. It's his... He got an assist, but his first Championship goal this season. Yeah, Callum Lang's first Championship goal this season. And it's come against Huddersfield Town, where Huddersfield will be 23rd out of 24 teams in the Championship as it stands. But honestly, the game I'm really looking at right now is Middlesbrough 2, Cardiff 3. Will we get a third goal for Middlesbrough? Dominic Hyam's first goal, says someone. Oh, okay, it was Hyam with the goal for Blackburn there. God, Coventry could need him right now. Cross comes in. Oh my gosh, again, just lacking the quality in the crossing, the final ball, the final shot. There is a lack of quality there, sadly. Combar get one go for the win, says Ryan Giles there. I was literally just about to look at my screenshots to see if you did say 1-0 Blackburn, but now I'm not going to bother check now. Alan Brown looks like he's going on. Here's Alvaro Fernandez getting a drink of water there. Don't know why I'm commentating that, but he's just on the camera view. So yeah, it is going to be Alan Brown. And it is Troy Parrott going off and Alan Brown going on to the pitch. Barnsley have just equalised. Port Vale, have just equalised against Barnsley. Cheltenham have completely turned it around against Cambridge. All right. Okay, I was saying Wade Elliott is under pressure, but now it looks like he's masterminded a really good comeback win. Still 3-2 to Middlesbrough. They're really making us tense. Could they get something from this game? Now I think it's going to be a 3-3 draw to Riverside. Well, it's 2-3 and I said 3. You said 2 on Cardiff. Yeah, that's right. So they're literally toying with your prediction right now. It's on the edge, Charlie. My God. Have I got any points? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I've got 0 points. Oh my God. Nathan Taylor's off the pitch for Burnley. And Anas Zaroui is on the pitch. Seeing these new players I've not seen for Burnley. Obviously they may have played a couple of games, but first time I've seen them play live. 87 minutes. You're on 4 points, says Wallace Gromit fan. Great. I'm on 0 points right now. Right now, you predicted 2-1 Wigan. Should have gone Wigan win. Should have gone for Wigan win. I knew I should have gone for one, but I don't know. I don't know why I kept having faith in Huddersfield to get something. Burnley now win the ball back. If you could tell I've not been commentating along this game, it tells you that the game's not been that great to watch over. Preston with a throw-in. Cameras pan to Vincent Kompany there. Charlie's also on 4 points currently. Although if Middlesbrough equalise, will go down to 3. Play still going on there. Daniel Johnson. Interesting ball. That's a great ball. Alvaro Fernandez in the left-hand side. Cross comes in. Can't find Johnson. Defended by Cork there. Charlie Brown said I shouldn't have said that. Well, you can't, he's going to be jinxed now, isn't it? Right, Preston now having a little bit of pressure now. Literally, Fernandez has been a great impact since he's been on the pitch, actually. Still 3-2. Bloody hell, Middlesbrough there. I don't think I have a correct score for Tuesday. I've not got a correct result, let alone a correct score. So I've had an absolute mare. And we are all allowed to have a mare here and there sometimes. If Sheffield United can score and give me 1 extra point, pretty please, says Charlie. Honestly, if Sheffield United score, I'd love it because I would actually have a point. I'll have a point if Sheffield United score. But right now, I am going with 0 points. Which is going to be a first for me. Bloody hell. 74 minutes in. So we have got time still. Like if Burnley score, I get 1 point. I know I can't get 3 because I only predicted 1-0. York look like they've just conceded against Bromley based on Charlie's comment. Oh no, they've got a red card. Oh right, they got a red card. Right. They've not conceded then. Portsmouth 2-0 up against Burton. Looks like both Ipswich and Portsmouth have ridden out comfortable wins for them. It's going to be very interesting to see what they're going to be like when they play against each other in 2 weeks' time. Gateshead also down to 10 men. Wrexham still 4-0 up there. Chesterfield still 3-2 up against Southend. That is unbelievable that Chesterfield are winning that game, honestly. Scunthorpe are 2-2 now with Watchalong. Could they get a comeback here? It would only be Scunthorpe's second win of the season if they can get a win here. Since I had that one good week, I've been shocking since. No one can ever be consistently good with their score bridges. It's just impossible. I would never win prediction league games weeks like this. Well, I've not been too good last year, and I still won my own league. You never know. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes when you know too much, it's kind of a victim of your own downfall in a way. 76 minutes, still 1-1. That's the only time I've yawned actually in this whole entire game. I'm surprised it's taken me this long to get a little bit bored in this game. No other goals to talk about. Yes, that's right. No goals in the Riverside. Still 3-2 Cardiff. We've got a red card in the game between Ipswich and Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers down to 10 men. God, it looks like it was a good game in the end that I missed with Ipswich there. But maybe the tactic is for me not to go to games. Maybe I'm a jinx to whoever I'm supposed to support, in quotes. Solihull was 4-1 up against Torquay. I didn't even realise they scored 4 goals today. Still 3-2 Middlesbrough. I really am keeping an eye on that game. Tell me why. I'm not going to finish that, but I like that. Up the Moor says Jack. You can only sing in positivity. Charlie's losing his mind. Honestly, I can relate. Which game am I doing tomorrow? Well, I'm going to feel really tired doing the game tomorrow. I need an early night sleep tonight, basically. I mean, what I might do, I might create the thumbnails for the Premier League and Championship predictions. And then I'll go to sleep. I need an early night sleep pretty much because I've been so tired throughout this whole week so far. And then I'll decide which game I do. I mean, to be fair, I've got 3 games I'm thinking of. Either I'll do Chelsea-Salzburg and do a Chelsea special. Graham Potter's first game in charge. Or I'll do Luton-Coventry. Because I think that's going to be one of the better games around. In fact, I probably should say 4. Norwich Bristol City is also a good one, although I have already looked at Norwich and Bristol City. And 2 teams I've not looked at yet, but I really am intrigued to see their matchup is Rotherham and Blackpool. I've not done a stream dedicated to Rotherham or Blackpool yet. Salford score. Wallace Gromit fan up to 5 points. What's just happened? Then? Sheffield United have scored. Right, I've got 1 point. And it's full time. Wow, okay. Is Rita Kadra, 94th minute. And Sheffield United sneak a win in. Unbelievable. Right, what does that do to the table then? Sheffield United, 20 points. 4 points clear of Norwich. I'll tell you what, had they drawn, Norwich would have had a chance to be top of the Championship for the first time this season. But Sheffield United have just been ruthless. Frankfurter Sausages has made it 2-0, says Charlie. That tells me the Frankfurter has made it 2-0 against the French of Marseille. You're going to do the Ainsworth air punches. Yeah. I think you've warranted that. Ched Evans is going on to the pitch and Daniel Johnson is leaving the pitch. Interesting substitution. Not black baggy blues, I'm at the game. Well, yeah, but I've done West Brom a lot. That's the problem. I've not done Birmingham yet, and I want to stream Birmingham at some point. But majority of my watch-alongs have been West Brom, and I've not intended it to be all West Brom. But lo and behold, most of my watch-alongs this year have been West Brom. Right, full time between Blackburn and Watford, 2-0 win for Blackburn. Great result for Blackburn Rovers there. Just to name a couple of other games I've done with West Brom in it. They also include Watford. I also did West Brom Watford. Goal of the season for Sarr. Was that game? I think it was. Or was it? No, I think it was that game actually. This could be a chance for Burnley. Benson in the right hand side falls to the ground. And it's given for Preston's favour. Looking very frustrated. Right, Colchester have got a point. We will stay 22nd as long as Gillingham don't win their game there. Cobblers won 2-0. Yeah, great win for Northampton there. An away win as well, I believe. Stoke have beaten Hull by 3-0. Let's go to capture for this, just so we can catch those full times. No miracle for Middlesbrough. It has ended Middlesbrough 2, Cardiff 3. Wigan and Huddersfield still playing 2-1 to Wigan as it stands. They will be 8th place, as you can see, in the Championship if this continues. Preston up to 9th if this carries on as well. Both teams in around that Lancashire area having a decent start to the season. Burnley will be in 5th following this result so far. But since the start of last season, apparently Preston have drawn the most games in the Championship. 21 draws since the start of last season. And that's been their problem really. You know, difficult team to beat, but when it comes to finding wins, you know, that they've just fallen short. Portsmouth have just won 2-0 full time. Lincoln 2, Derby 0 full time. Bolton 2, Bolton 2, NK Dons 0 full time. Sheffield Wednesday 3, Morecambe 0 full time. Plymouth 1, Oxford 0 full time. Fleetwood 1, Peterborough 0 still going at the moment. There's a goal at Leverkusen. Are they playing Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen? Apparently, yes, they have scored against Atletico Madrid. That's a big result then. So Leverkusen will be, with their first 3 points of the season, will find themselves in 3rd place of the table. Still 1-1 between Liverpool and Ajax right now. I tell you what, if Ajax can get a win here, Liverpool would be 6 points behind Ajax, and if Napoli beat Rangers, Liverpool will both be 6 points behind Napoli and Ajax by game week 2, which is quite unbelievable. Jack says, where are Birmingham at the moment? Well, I believe because who in the bottom 3 was picking up a win? Because Cardiff have won, I think Birmingham are now back, unfortunately for you, in the bottom 3. Birmingham are in the bottom 3, 8 points. Swansea just above you, and Middlesbrough and Luton and West Brom just above you as well. Ian Matson's going onto the pitch over Manuel Benson. He's off the pitch. Huddersfield, looking like they've got a bit of a gap already. 5 points from safety with only 1 game in hand. It's going to be a taxi for Schofield. I'm calling it now. Don't know why we've got a lot of stoppage time between Huddersfield and Wigan, but still going in that game. 2 red cards for Bristol Rovers. They've completely lost their heads by the looks of things here. It looks like I've missed out on a cracker. Oh, Hartlepool couldn't beat Crewe. Aguirre equalises. That could really be a kick in the teeth for Hartlepool, and a kick in the teeth for Sutton, as they looks like that they have lost out against Swindon. This will only be their 2nd win of the season. Chesterfield, despite going down to 10 men, still win. Scunthorpe and Altrincham still going. York have gone down to 10 men, although they have beaten Bromley by 2-1. Wrexham 4, Dagenham Redbridge 1. Very comfortable win in the end for Wrexham. And yeah, looks like we're going to get no other goals in the Championship, including this game I'm watching, which has been so drab. I've been playing paying more attention, I couldn't get the word out, on SofaScore for the current scorelines. Another goal in Fleetwood have beaten Peterborough. That's a huge result for Fleetwood Town. Fair play to them. West Brown looking like they've got some decent form now. Another goal for Leverkusen, 2-0 up. It's Musa Diaby and Robert Andrik that make it 2-0 to the German side. It's a poor defeat for Atletico Madrid at this stage. Club Brugge with 6 points. I tell you what, I think most teams' picks for top two would have been Atletico Madrid and Porto, but both are really slacking at the moment. Bayern Munich still 2 up against Barcelona. Still 1-1 between Liverpool and Ajax, and it has stayed that way throughout the whole game by the looks of things at the moment. Not good for Liverpool so far. They find themselves in third place in the table. It is finally full time, and Wigan do beat Huddersfield indeed. It's just popped up on my phone here. I don't think I've got a playlist dedicated for watch-alongs. I don't. I really should dedicate a playlist for watch-alongs just so you guys can see what live games I've streamed this year so far. Let's go for another like spike just before the end of this stream and this game, because we're in the final 5 minutes, nearly at 20 likes. If we can get to 20 likes, that'll be amazing. Oh, Charles Violet-Brown. It's headed straight at Muric. Oh, that's a shame. A small opportunity for Preston to get something there. You can tell it's been a very tragic second half, but Alan Brown, he chests it, and it's just straight home Muric. It's way too easy for him. Right, meanwhile, let's like the stream if you've not done so. So guys, if you've not liked the stream, please do so. It really does help the growth of this channel. If you've not done so, please also hit the subscribe button as well. We're 1,452 still. A subscriber now and going closer to 2,000 will mean that this beard goes. A great target would be 1455. I don't think we're going to get it today by the looks of things, but it would be amazing if we can get there. But as always, guys, thank you so much for the support. There has been a fourth goal, and it's 4-0 Club Brugge. Incredible is all I can say. I did not expect this from Porto, but Club Brugge is in. That's a great moment for them. Goal for Liverpool. Looks like they've snuck a win. Well, if you look at our attack momentum, it looks like they have earned it. Joel Matip making it 2-1 to Liverpool in the 89th minute. It looks like it does keep their Champions League hopes alive. Still third place in the table, but that's a crucial win for Liverpool by the looks of things. Don't know if it's staying 2-1. Don't know if VAR might get involved here. I don't think it's a decision that VAR could disallow. I don't know the context of the goal. Cross. Oh, it's well caught by Woodman. This is why Ian Matson needed to start. Ian Matson already has looked way more effective on that left-hand side. Drifting into play. Great cross, but it's caught by Freddie Woodman. And unfortunately, still 1-1. 88th minute. And it looks like it's going to stay that way. Burton stuck at 1 point. Yes, indeed. Oh, Fernandez, who's on side for Preston. Shot blocked. Who blocked it? I think it was Bayer, the defender for Burnley, who blocked it away. Cork manages to block it. God, Preston actually had a really good chance there. But once again, just a lack of composure in the final third is really what's letting them down. Jay Rodriguez, no, it's a throw-in for Burnley. Right. Looking like at the moment with this momentum that we could have a... I mean, this is some good play by Preston. Just a long direct ball. Fernandez in a great position. But, oh, if he had a really good first touch, Fernandez would have been away. But it's Bayer with a good block. Liverpool score. Yes, I did talk about that, unless they have scored again. Yeah, no, it is 2-1. Right, still 2-1. Yeah, did speak about that. Joel Matip, 89th minute, 2-1. And as I was saying to all of you here, huge goal that, honestly. You know, they're now on 3 points. Drawn on points with Ajax now. This could really save Liverpool's Champions League, this win as it stands. Right. 3 minutes of added time. Right, thank goodness that this game's nearly over. Honestly, I was really excited for this game, and first half promised a lot, but second half, unfortunately, has just not really hit the same heights. Both of these teams who have drawn many games so far this season, I should have predicted a draw in this game. I can't believe I didn't. Damn it. That's all I can say. So, 3 minutes of added time. Burnley in possession of the ball. Brownhill to Vittino. Can we see Arthur in a yellow shirt, yellow Liverpool kit from the memes? That's talking about Arthur Melo, isn't it? Yeah, the recent signing from is it Benfica, I think, or Porto, one of the Portuguese clubs. Harwood Bellis to Ian Matson. Part 2, week 10 will take place tomorrow. That's right. Cross comes in. Oh, this could be a chance for Burnley. Oh, it looks like they clear it well, Preston, though. Wow. Ledson just completely booting the ball away. Bit heart in your mouth moment there if you are a Preston fan there. Very dangerous opportunity. Ian Matson needs to start every game for me. He's already shown that the threat that he has coming off the bench. And as a fullback, he is everything that you'd want in an attacking fullback. So Harwood Bellis manages to stop Emil Reese and passes it straight to Muric. Week 10 of Coventry still stuck on week 4. Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? Harwood Bellis back on the ball. Burnley looking like the more likely team to get something in his stoppage time now. They did concede Burnley late on in their last game. They're now looking to try and score late on in this game. Can they do it? Here's Cullen. Ian Matson. Right. Zamari now. We've not had a chance to speak a lot. Matson. Oh, it's a good cross. Just about defended. Oh, they did manage to defend it. Oh, this could be a chance for Preston here. Brad Potts. What's he doing? What's he doing? Okay, here's Fernandez now with the ball. Cross comes in. And, oh, what a waste that was. Preston had a big chance on the counter-attack. Just poor decision making again. They really need to work on their decision making and having more competence in the final third. Right. Oh, there's some good skill there. Right. Corner awarded to Preston. Right. Last corner for Preston. This is going to be the last attack of the game. 93rd minute has passed. They're really chasing the winner. I tell you what, if Preston nick this, it'll be unbelievable. Because most of stoppage time, it was all Burnley. Ben Whiteman to take the corner. Can he get a result for this Preston team? Can they, the Nilly Whites, get over the Clarets in this Lancashire derby? Corner comes in. A bit of a high corner. Headed away by Cork. It comes to nothing. Full-time whistle has gone. It has ended 1-1 in this fiery, intense Lancashire derby. It has indeed ended 1-1. Deserved, yeah, I'd say so. I don't think both teams were good enough necessarily in an attacking sense to get something. Both goalkeepers didn't really need to make a big save. You know, I could have potentially have done like an equal performance to both Muric and Woodman there. They really weren't needed for anything major, honestly. They've only played 5 games. And I said we're 5 points at the moment. I've only got 1. I'm so sad. Anyway, it's time to move on, and we have got 6 more games to take place tomorrow. We're so spoiled for choice. I might do a poll to see which game I do, but I don't know. I'll make a choice. So what I'm thinking is either Chelsea-Salzburg with Potter's first game in charge as Chelsea manager, or I will do Norwich-Bristol City, or Rotherham-Blackpool, or Luton-Coventry. It's one of those 4 games in my opinion. So if I'm awake enough, you'll see me do one of those games tomorrow, and it'll be the same old routine. And I'll plan to stream on time. Can't always promise that, but I will really, really try my best. I'm really sorry that I was late again today, guys. It really doesn't help my viewing at all. Frankfurt beat Marseille by 1-0, by the way. So it wasn't 2-0 in the end. It was 1-0 to Frankfurt there in that game. For subs, we've stayed at 1,452 for the whole stream, which, never, shouldn't really come as a surprise here. Finally, what we'll do, we'll look at stats. 72% to 28% net, 12 shots to 6, 4 shots on target to 3. I mean, there weren't even really quality shots on target. Apart from there, 1 goal each, really, to be honest. 1 big chance for both teams, which was both their goals, really. So both teams struggling to create, unfortunately for them there. Table as it stands, Coventry still on 1 point. Huddersfield really struggling now. 4 points, 5 points of safety with only 1 game in hand. Birmingham now fall down into the bottom 3, although they do have a game in hand. They play West Brom tomorrow. Swansea with that late defeat are in 21st. Middlesbrough also with a shocking defeat to Cardiff, still in 20th. Luton, West Brom also struggling a bit. Millwall, Rotherham just above that. Hull dropping down the table a bit. Cardiff rising up the table with that win in 14th. Blackpool in a decent position. Stoke improving. QPR doing decently well. Sunderland doing really well. Preston with that draw. A great draw, I would dare say. Puts them on 12 points. Wigan having a great start to the season. 13 points and 8th place so far. Watford in 7th now. They've fallen out of the top 6 following their second defeat of the season in the hands of Blackburn, who they themselves are in 3rd place, although Reading could overtake them with a win against, or a draw even, against Sunderland tomorrow. Burnley with that draw, it's their 5th draw this season, but puts them on 14 points and 5th place. And Bristol City could overtake Burnley if they get a result against Norwich tomorrow. Norwich had the chance to get top, but Sheffield United with a last minute winner by Rida Kadra, it was, puts them on 20 points, and they will be top of the championship going into the weekend. So that, I think, is everything that I need to cover for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. If you've not liked the stream, please do continue liking the stream. It really does help. What have we ended at today? We've ended on 20 likes. Okay, a little bit of a decent tally in the end. Thank you guys as always for the support. For subscribers, we've already talked about, we've stayed on 1452. Thank you guys as always for the support. Sharing the channel also helps the support. Donating is another thing you can do, but you guys don't have to do it, of course. But yeah, I'm going to stop this time. I don't know why that's still going. Right. I'm going to go get some rest and see if I've got the energy to stream again tomorrow. You'll see very early on, either tonight or early morning tomorrow, to see if I'm going to be streaming again. So guys, keep your eyes on this channel. There'll be more content coming around. Sorry for no individual videos. It's just really little time for me at the moment, but I will promise to find some time at some point, especially if I can get an editor sorted. Right, that'll wrap it up for today. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please like it. Please, it really does help. Please subscribe if you've not done so, and please also share the channel too. All of that really, really helps as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you're joining the stream, and as always, I'll see you guys soon. It's then in Preston 1, Burnley 1 in this Lancashire derby. Lily Whites and Clarets share the points for what has been a celebratory night, celebrating the Queen's 96th, years of her life, and overall could have been a better game, but it was a brilliant derby. I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everyone. See you guys tomorrow.